You know, I'm finding it really difficult to differentiate myself from the MacMaster and Lee and juggle family life and YouTube and work. And I was just laying there the other night and I just thought to myself, how can I get around this, and how can I help myself going forward with a positive outlook and a positive attitude? So in today's vlog, I'm going to go and see a shrink. That's right, a shrink. I'm going to see a lovely lady who's a friend of Timothy Dowd called Julie. We're going to meet her on the beach and she's going to look into my brain if she can find one and see what's there, and hopefully help me out. So let's go and see what she's got to say. Don't forget, before we do that though, to like, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Follow me on Instagram, which is down there. Now without further ado, my friends, come on. Let's go.
I'm feeling crazy now, I'm really crazy now, but you and me should just break it off.
Okay, now then, slightly different because we're in Tenerife. There's no couch here. We're basically going to meet her by the beach, couple of chairs. It's going to be relaxed, so it should be interesting. Now, the lady's name is Juliane Nendel. Going to ask her a few questions about her business and stuff, and then she's going to delve in and ask me some questions. So stay tuned. Should be interesting. Come on. Okay folks, so we're here, got a beautiful view there. This is absolutely superb. Normally, if you think about a shrink, you think like a tiny little room, no windows and a couch or a sofa. But we've got this view, and we've got Juliana here. We've got, I know you. In fact, it's Tim. He's going to be the video guy for today. How are you doing?
Hi Lee.
Are you all right? And then this lady here, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you are going to interview me now.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so we'll get set up, got all the cameras, so let's dive right in. Oh, Julianne.
Julianne.
Julianne, I can call you Julianne.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Lee.
Okay, so you're a shrink.
What am I? A shrink?
A shrink.
No, I'm a holistic mentor.
A holistic mentor.
Yes.
Okay, and what's a holistic mentor?
Well, I help you and I help people improve their relationships.
Yeah.
First, yeah, and foremost, the one they have with themselves.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the ones they have with others.
Okay, so basically a shrink.
Yeah, well,
We'll go with that.
not shrinking, thriving though.
Thriving, expanding, not shrinking.
Exactly.
That's what we're looking for. Well, first things first, we've got a Copperberg here, which is great. So that's good. We're not sponsored by these, by the way. And you're going to help me today, and you're going to help me differentiate the MacMaster with Lee.
Okay.
You see, Lee?
Yeah, beautiful blue eyes.
Thank you, and the MacMaster again. Okay. So we've got
hi.
hey, and then we've got hello.
Thanks for making time, MacMaster.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So how is it? Being those two personas? They are two characters basically in one person.
One's a character, the other one's Lee. Just Lee,
Okay.
you know, who likes to be with his family. And this one's the MacMaster.
How much time does go into Lee, and how much time is the MacMaster?
99.9% goes into being the MacMaster, and the other 1% is given to Lee, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of time that goes into the MacMaster. That's your job, basically, your work, your passion.
It's my passion. I love it, and I've been filming things since I had a camera in my hand when I was 2-year-old, cine film when I was 7-year-old. Always been into photography and videography. I find it very difficult to juggle being Lee with being the MacMaster, and they are two different characters really. If you look at my very first vlog, it was Lee really on the very first vlog, and as time progressed I've morphed into this character called the MacMaster, and when I'm not going, hey, how are you doing, whoa, you know, and I'm on either Tim's vlogs or I'm on Andrew's vlogs, you'll get lots of people going, what's the matter, because I'll be sat there and you're like, what's the matter with Lee, and I'm like, well, I'm just being quiet, you know, I'm just taking things in and having a bit of rest time, and sometimes there's other things on my mind as well. You know, my mum's not very well, and it's very difficult sometimes getting people on there going, what's the matter with Lee, he's miserable, blah blah blah, whereas I've got things on my mind, you know, my mum's not well and things like that, but you can't, as the MacMaster, you've got to be on it all the time, you know, and smiling, joy, jumping over things, pointing at the camera, and don't get me wrong, I love being the MacMaster and I love doing my job, and it does take a lot of my mind off that, 'cause I don't really think about it while I'm working because I'm loving it.
Yeah.
But when I'm Lee, it's like last night I was at the bar and I was just looking at my phone, I was thinking about my mum, thinking about my son and my family and stuff that I haven't seen, and I think I went a little bit, you know, just sort of like down a little bit, I could feel myself, and then somebody was like, hey MacMaster, so I'm back up and like, hey, you know, and I'm back to it again. So, because I don't want to disappoint I don't want to say fans, because I don't really consider people as fans, I consider them as friends if they watch my channel, subscribers if they want to be called subscribers. I don't subscribe to the word fan, but it's difficult to juggle two different things.
And do you think that there could be a chance that that you can commit to both a little bit more? Well, you're already very committed, or too much committed maybe, to being the MacMaster, but how can you what do you think you have to do in order to give or raise the percentage of being Lee? And bringing maybe that character back into your life, because obviously that's something you want to embrace, you don't want to push away.
I don't want to push the MacMaster away, no, I love him.
No, Lee, I'm talking about Lee. I mean,
it's difficult because to mix both of them together, because the MacMaster it's a character that I created along the way of my vlog channel, as my vlog channel came along and progressed. It's difficult to mix the two together because the MacMaster's always wanted to work, and you know, Lee wants to see his children, and you know.
And I mean the information that you're providing, and people love it. I mean, you got a lot of fans, and they love your daily
friends.
Content. Your friends, that's it.
Yeah, friends.
Friends, exactly. I mean, they don't you think that they could embrace more authentic MacMaster? So, like, welcoming a little bit of more Lee.
Maybe. Although the Lee that they've seen on Tim's channel or Andrew's channel, they don't seem to like, because he's not as hyper and, you know, like he's had 15 cups of coffee.
Okay. All right.
It's difficult. I mean, I love the MacMaster and I love my work, but I do want to try and balance a little more time for my family, because you know life's short. And I've recently just given up a business that I was a graphic designer, and I ran a graphic design company for many years, and my two elder children, Paige and Caitlin, Caitlin will probably watch him, Paige won't be, I never got to see them grow up because I was building a design company up, and it was very successful, and I never got to see them when they were children, and I look back and I think, oh no, I really kind of regret not seeing them, and now I'm doing exactly the same thing with my younger children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we all make mistakes in life, but we can also break them, right?
Yeah.
And we are the ones in charge to break them, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a great opportunity you got with YouTube to combine the work you've been doing already all your life long, basically, and then now with the graphic design as well, you can combine a lot of things you're doing on YouTube. So I guess, I mean, it is a challenge to combine family and YouTube, but even though you might not want to show them on camera, you can still be doing activities that are more in harmony with your persona Lee and your family.
And my family,
because I mean, what's happening is that you're basically repeating mistakes, and then it's hard and challenging to live with the guilt, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know how sometimes people get out of it if they don't consciously break with that dilemma.
I need to look at it. It's just worrying because I know I'm going back to the UK. Then I have to self-isolate for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to see my family. So I'm going to take a little bit of time off. Not a long time. While I'm in self-isolation, I might do a couple of little live vlogs from my office or back garden or wherever. But then I wanted to take 2 weeks off with my family. But I know in my mind, while I'm taking 2 weeks off, I'm going to be thinking, have they gone to another channel? Is my YouTube channel now going to start to decline? Will people forget me? So it's all those. And if you don't, you've got to, you know, if you slow down, you lose the race. You know. And I don't want to come second or third or fourth. I want to come first.
Yeah.
So it's difficult because you've got to keep running. You've got to keep running ahead.
Yeah.
Although I guess if you keep running, you could run out of steam. I guess, couldn't you? So it's difficult to juggle it all. But I know I need to take a little bit more time.
And running it, of course, in harmony with who you are.
Yeah.
So look maybe in that time period when you're going back to England, who you are and what's important for you, and what you want in life. Obviously YouTube, that's something you definitely want to
100%,
keep in your life, but I'm sure that there are other things that you don't want to miss out.
Don't want to miss out on my children growing up. I want to see my mum, you know. I mean, my mum's not been very well recently. I think my viewers know that, my friends know that, the subscribers, friends, they know that. So, and that's, I want to spend a bit more time to see my mum. It's difficult at the moment with the lockdown there with the nursing homes. I want to see my family a little bit more. Yeah, it's difficult. I'm going to have to try and balance it a little bit.
Balance out. And are you doing anything in particular that could be beneficial for balancing? Do you practice any meditation or yoga or?
No, every minute of my day is spent on my Apple Mac or behind a camera or on a phone answering the messages. That's why Sarah, my girlfriend, will go, "Oh, you're on your phone again." Even when I'm at the bar, at the pub, I'm on my phone answering messages, you know, liking them or hearting them or whatever, looking at YouTube, always constantly working.
What would happen if you say from those 24 hours a day, 1 hour I'm gonna cut off and I'm gonna put into my family or just digital minimalization?
Digital? What, you mean no phones or computers, nothing?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, it's possible.
Not sure I could do that. I went over to La Gomera the other day and there was no signal. I started to panic.
You had to whistle, no?
They were whistling, yeah. They was whistling to each other. I said, let me help you out here. If you get Wi-Fi, you can get rid of that. Let's move on.
They are old school over there.
Blimey. The next step up for them will be a Nokia phone. That's what they'll be getting. It's difficult, and it's difficult switching from being Lee to being the MacMaster. And as I've said, I was on Andrew's channel the other week, and you've got some people can be really cutting with the comments and stuff, going, what's the matter with Lee, he's miserable, you know, he's really down, blah, blah, blah. Just found out my mum was ill, not very well. It wasn't my channel, you know, so I was just trying to be quiet and don't want to take over Andrew, and they're like, what's the matter with Lee, he's miserable, blah, blah, blah. But my mum wasn't very well, so you have to put on, and you try and put on a smile, so it's difficult.
Just, I mean, I'm very sure that friends, if you call them your friends.
Friends, you know who you are. It's my subscribers, friends, yeah.
And fans, friends, they would understand and they would want you to be well and to keep well, because I mean, if your cup's empty, you're not gonna be filling other cups.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. And I do have all the people that do give the bad comments are not the subscribers. They're just, and I ignore them anyway, to be honest.
That the haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
Do you know?
Shake it off!
Do you know the haters? Their punishment is their life. That's what it is, because they've got nothing else to do.
You know.
But all my friends and subscribers, I'm not saying fans because I don't subscribe to that, fans, you know. So they're all really nice, and I've always got time for them. So maybe I should have time for my family. But let me ask you one question.
Please.
You're telling me to switch off digitally.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I spent an hour or 2 hours with my little boy and my little girl and Sarah, and if I switched off for those 2 hours, I could physically do that.
Yeah.
But how do I do it mentally?
How do you do it mentally? Well, in the beginning, it might be challenging. But then it has to do with the noise. Obviously, you would have to mute your phone or all your devices, so that external noise, that external disturbance is not going to enter. And then while you are doing your family, or where you have time, you're spending time with pleasant things, then you are getting already happy hormones from that other surrounding, which is normally the case when we're ring, when all that other digital stuff comes in. That's normally your source of dopamine, I guess. So just switch it off and maybe make that source come from somewhere else.
From my family or
from your family, or whatever, but the best way is also to create that, or create that canvas and make it actually coming from your own inner self. So I can suggest, if you don't have much time, start by when you're sitting on the toilet.
Normally I've got my phone with me when I'm on the toilet answering questions.
Exactly. So just try not to take it with you.
Okay.
So those 5 minutes.
That'll be an hour of 5, maybe an hour.
There you go. And then it's easy. Just you and yourself, and your moment. Or when you take a shower, you know. I said it the other day in Tim's balcony banter. And it's really something that you can try to start incorporating in your life.
I know somebody's going to say on here, by the way, you took your camera into the shower the other week, which I did.
So it's just some little suggestion you can try to do. You know, when you take a shower, just shower your mind as well. Flush all the haters' comments, flush all the negativity out.
I don't take any notice of them anyway.
And then it's just those 5-10 minutes to start off for you and yourself, you know, and you will even have more productivity, I guess.
Okay, so I've got to. So basically, I've got to try and work. Who's shouting orange juice down there?
Orange juice.
Coca-Cola.
Okay. Copper bird.
So basically what I've got to do is balance the work life with and the MacMaster and Lee and back them, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure your friends will love it to see more of the authentic.
To see more of the authentic Lee. This Lee, that's Lee,
Yeah,
and then there you
that's
go, and then that's the MacMaster
Luckily,
again.
Today the sun is not out so much.
So, I know. So we've got Lee like this, and then we've got the MacMaster. So there's two different
You know?
people.
I mean, it's a good combination. You have the best of both worlds. So you are very extrovert.
Yeah,
You can be, I guess, very introvert.
yeah.
And then there is something called ambivert, which is the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to have, the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Because I see Lee. Orange juice now. What's this lady on about? No, iced tea. I want to pour this drink on her. Right, so we've got, that's Lee who said that, not the MacMaster. So basically I need to just get that work-life balance, which is, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Because like I say, people expect the MacMaster all the time, but we'll do that. Coca-Cola now.
Coca-Cola, 7 Up, you know? It's 5 o'clock already, isn't it?
You know, these are the problems that we have to deal with
Tenerife,
filming outdoors.
Sunny Tenerife.
Yeah, so
Oh, life's harder.
it is. So where do you consider I start then?
Well, you start taking a shower,
Taking a shower.
showering your mind, and then just flush it and breathe in, breathe out. Make the time for yourself. Exactly. Make the time for yourself.
Yeah.
Make the time for the things that are important to you.
Yeah. I'll do
And not maybe not have the time.
I'm going to try, because I'm getting the director behind here doing this, saying it's time, right? So we'll leave that in. So just very quickly,
Yes.
you've got your own YouTube channel.
Yes, I got my own.
You can do this on Zoom,
Yes, I do.
and I'll put all your details in the description below. So if you need some help and you need some, is it counselling that you call it, or
Well, I call it mentoring.
mentoring?
Yeah.
So if you need some mentoring, then this lady can help you. I'm going to try and spend time, a little bit more time with my family when I get back, and try and get that balance,
Yes.
so that my cup's full
Yeah, exactly.
that's it.
Your cup needs to be full.
of Alhambra or whiskey. Okay, so that's fine. So I'll put all your details in the description below. You've got a website as well,
Yes.
and you can basically help people with their lives and get the holistic mentoring that way. So
Yes.
thank you for spending the time with me today, by the way.
Thank you so much, Lee. And I
You,
hope to see more of Lee as well.
well, you will do. This would be Lee. It would be like, oh, thanks very much, thank you. Whereas Lee would be like, well, thank you very much today for spending the time with me on this channel.
That's fine too.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, click that little bell if you don't mind. And also follow me on Instagram, which is down there. And
Love it.
I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.
Balance is key.
Balance is key. Thank you very much.
Juggle.
Can you shout cut, Tim? Cut.
Oh.
That's it.
Don't seem to be fine. Feeling crazy now. I'm really crazy now. But you and me should just break.